The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who I am, I need you to get to know me. I'm going to hold your hand. I like to hold your hand from 3 months to 6 months, maybe a lifetime. The bottom line is what you really want to go get. Now, I created millions and billions through corporate structure. Gonna have some fun, show you what I did and what I can do for you. Now, my name is Ray Reynolds. I'm the godfather of credit. This is live. The ability, and by the way, I don't want you to take pictures or record. I need you to put it here. And by the way, I'm online 6 days a week live. Saturday, I got classes, 10 of them, live on Wednesday too. Rags to riches, that was just me. I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me, so what am I going to say? Boo-hoo-hoo. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So I got used and abused as a kid, and I think it kind of sucks. Your journey begins today with me. That means I need you to look behind the curtain. Sorry, I think you've been following silly people. The reality is you got to learn how to play the game and win. So when I was a little boy, they kept saying basically money for a rainy day. I need you to take your cards out of your personal wallet now. I need you to put a stick in the back of the card. Write down the limit on the card. Maintain 25% always. Never pass 29%. Here's 100,000. That means if I did exactly what I told you to do, that's 71,000 of safety credit. So this crap stops and you get the line of defense. You see, here's a corporation. Chapter 18, public record. Not here to be CPA and attorney for you. The ultimate goal is a corporation is a legal person. But if it gets sued, all right, or wants to sue, I learned this at 7.5 and I got a little confused because they said at a poker game I listened to, corporation's a legal person, all right, that may sue or be sued. I went down to the Torrance Police Department. I was 7.5 years old. There was a library next door. Went in and said, "Ma'am, what does this mean?" She walked away rudely. She came back a couple minutes later, said, "Here's a mock of this. Here's a bug." She was a real bee. You know what I had to do? I read the book. Your biggest problem is you're watching TikTok, YouTube, and Google, and that's all great stuff. But here's the thing. A lot of the stuff you see is a lot of blah, blah, blah. Now, it's like, get the LLC, get this, like, let's do the Macarena. Let's understand something. The reason you want a corporation is not the type of corporation in the beginning. It's receiving money under the SS4. No taxes due till you're profitable. That's your focus. Here's the problem with the corporation. If they sue it, they sue you. So what did I do? I created something basically in 85, 86 called Division Process 2. I went back to the library for 2 years. I had to create a blueprint. Here's the thing. I wanted rules and tools. I didn't get a family as a kid or a mommy and a daddy. I was just being used and abused if no one gave it a little, you know what, about me. I went back for 2 years. I created my own blueprint. I sent away my money order to the Secretary of State of California. See, corporations are free. In all 50 states, you pay a little filing fee. Some of you pay thousands for a piece of paper to attorney, CPA, and incorporated service. You didn't learn diddly squat, sorry to say. You were overcharged. I set a money order, Helping Hand Industries. I was 9.5 years old, took my money order, sent it away, and got a corporation called Helping Hand Industries. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. I've been collecting these cards since I was 9.5. See, in the 70s and 80s, we all got credit cards in the mail without using our SSN. I got named in the movie Dave too. So the ultimate goal at 12.5, it scared the crap out of me. I got named in a lawsuit. I used the word Braille for the Braille Institution. I set up the First Orange County Blind Center. So when I set up the Orange County Blind Center, using the word Braille, I didn't realize it was trade name, trademark, and copyright. I had to master how to do that too. The ultimate goal. But from there, it scared me. So I created something in 85, 86, invented Division Process. So I need you to never bring the pain home again. Can you do that for me today? The next thing is the grown-up says, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked what that was, and they couldn't explain it to me. All right, all I heard is, blah, blah, blah. I thought the grown-ups were stupid when I was a kid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. If you have a corporation today, don't worry if they get sued, because they're going to sue you no matter what you got. So the reality is the corporation is still a duck and a sheep. Reality next is putting your ducks in a row. They said that when I was a kid. I asked what that meant too, and they couldn't explain it to me. So I designed a corporation, 3 divisions, and $1 million of credit. That's what I want you to do, and I don't want you to bring the pain home ever again. Simple to understand. Warning. I'm honest and I'm blunt. Bottom line is, I tell it like it is. All right, so if you follow stupid, that means you did stupid. That doesn't mean you're stupid. All these people that use their SSN for credit purposes, they were basically being something stupid, and everybody else started to follow along like sheep and ducks. Our president, the dinosaur, he literally came out and says, we're going to have a government agency because they're using my number. So let's understand something today. All right, I build millionaires. You want to be next? Understand something today. My name is Ray Reynolds, and I'm the godfather of credit, the ultimate goal. All right, I will tell you what to do. I will treat you like you're 2 years old, and I will want you to never bring that pain home again. So I got a blueprint is basically foolproof as long as you follow through. Rich and famous people, all the way, step of the way, from the homeless people. The homeless program is called Race 360. Here's $450,000 of credit, new house, new truck. He used to live in his Pinto car for 3 years. Giovanni, $1.6 million. Little Karen Properties and Real Estate, Long Beach, $1.2 million, 9 months of credit. Got a little videos on basically out there too. Homeless people. Then we got people coming out of prison. Freeway Ricky, Dickie Ross. I get them gold and platinum cards. Then he tells people who's an expert in credit how to fix some people. And they didn't like me. Oh, who cares? Bottom line is like Thomas today. All right, he was in prison for 26 years with 8 months. Brand new dump trucks and millions of dollars of credit. See, that's how you play. You learn to play the game and win. Now, because you don't understand how it works and you fall like ducks and sheep, sorry to say, Franklin D. Roosevelt, 34, he had the Gold Act, the Reserve Act. He confiscated everybody's gold. The only thing they could have is a wedding ring. So we got our Social Security numbers, SS5, when we're 14 to 16 years old. And that's what you did. That's what I did too. Nixon took the gold standard out, which means from that moment on, every woman at the hospital who delivers a baby is handed the SS5 form within 2 hours to get the baby an SSN, the ultimate golden number, so they can bond us up to 35 million apiece. So because you didn't learn the rules and tools, let's show you your biggest mistake. The SS5 form equals SSN Social Security number. We get 1. It was created for one reason, for the 1040 tax return to follow our income. 1. And most people screw it up. We the people. All right, they track our income, tax, and probate till we're dead. The ultimate goal. Next, we have to compare it to the SS4. So here I want you to do this. SS4 is taxed when it's profitable. SS5, SSN, is taxed before you get the leftover. So we have to compare the two and understand how to play. So the legal name of entity or your name right there, the ultimate goal. So the SS5 equals SSN 1040 tax return. From here, the SS4 equals 1120 tax return, known as the tax ID. You never had to bring the pain home in the first place. It's truly a second chance. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. If you're a tax protester, you should just go to prison. Because if you work within the rules and tools, you can actually get what you want. No one wants to overpay tax. So let's do this. Why don't we write down irs.gov and 1244. So if you did the 1244 and file one tax return, you're going to find out you almost never pay tax anyway. So you don't have to break the law and be a tax protester and be a damn crook and go to to prison like Wesley Snipes did. He kind of screwed up for 3 years. So let's understand 1244, filing one tax return. The lack of knowledge is why people make stupid decisions. Sorry to say, I don't think people are stupid. I think half people are lazy, the other half better go get it. So we played the game. Let's understand there's 5 things you need to do. If you allow me to build you a cash credit under tax ID and corporation, because everything's a write-off, it's like free money. All you gotta do is maintain the payment. You never hurt your family again. You don't bring the pain home. Divisions give you the line of defense, corporation divisions, under a corporate umbrella. From here, you can build your legacy for your family. As we play, I call it free money. I mean, where the hell are you going to get money to basically make your dream happen when most of you screwed up your credit in the first place and want to blame everybody else besides taking responsibility for you? Sorry, it's just true. Free money. If you take 50,000 credit that I build you, payment $650 a month, right after that, we could take this and create about $44,000 of income per month. Next, you can get $22,000 to $75,000 a month. As you multiply this, and all you have to do is understand how to invest in something and start being an investor. Using the cash credit is basically free money. 16 ways and an opportunity to be an investor. So let's take 10% of all the credit I build you, start getting serious about this, and getting to millionaire. You see, I had 19 houses at 17. They said I couldn't get number 20, loan to value problem. I transferred them into my divisions, freed up the loan to value problem. I've been collecting real estate, commercial, real estate, apartment complex, condos, storage units, and franchises since I was 17. You know what that does? It builds residual income. That way, when you have a bad day or bad month, you have money still coming in. All right? The only way you get to win, by the way. So the biggest problem we have is you. Think about focusing on residual income. I'm going to have a 4-hour event pretty soon. All right, now we build residual income. Hedge funds, we could try that. Real estate, franchise, storage units. Something that brings money in. So piece by piece to millionaire. Day 1, week 1, 2, 3, and 4. How we build it, up and away. So your goal is to understand how it works. The United States of America Incorporated, they get 50 corporations. They call them states. States get corporations, they call them cities. They created Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. They have bankrupt 11 cities' debts right in front of you. Now, you can do the same thing as long as you have no intent to do fraud. And that way you can protect your family no matter what happens to you. So keep in mind, we the people, Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person. ultimate goal. So I need you to write down division of me. We take that form again, entity, individual person, your name, corp, division, subsidiary. We could actually learn how to play the game if you let me build your corporate umbrella for you. If we take one of the Lamborghinis part of the collection, all right, if I pay for this Lamborghini $6,800 a month and I can't pay it, they're going to basically take it away and report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now I only have shitty credit, then I got double shitty credit and an IRS problem. I put it in the corporation, what happens next? They sue the corp, they still sue me. So what did I do? I got it under a division process. And then I guarantee, remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guarantee division of me. If I can't afford to pay it, I'm allowed to, I have no intent to do fraud, to do the 3-step I invented for me. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, put it over here. We'll have all these other pieces and all the good pieces going good. And if I can't save it after about 6 months, under the Federal Protection Act public record, I'm going to bankrupt that piece. And I'm not going to hurt my corp and my family. All right, when you lease a building, same thing, division process, pieces of property. Remember, it doesn't matter what type of corporation you have. What matters is receiving money under the SS4. That way you're taxable when you're profitable. When you look at the 12 acts out there, like the Fair Lending Act, one card you get you 99 more. That's how you build multiple credit. You can't get anywhere else. As I build you a corporate umbrella, ultimate goal as you play. So let's understand something today. If you have a corporation, please check it on Secretary of State's website. Because I want you to understand today, your name's on that corporation as the incorporator, officers let state information. So that means if the corporation is sued, you were sued too. When they said when I was a kid, put all your ducks in a row, I took it seriously. Now, if you change that corporation, change the address if you use your home address, because you just told the world where you live. Keep in mind, all right, I had to create something for the grown-ups when I was a kid to put all their ducks in a row. They sued the corporation today, they sue you. That makes you a duck and a sheep, and that kind of sucks. A division is a line of defense, what I invented for me in 85, 86. So keep in mind today, here's a $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall. Here's a $1 million Lamborghini, $5 million mansion, $1 million race boat that have my name on it. Why? Because I obtained them. Why haven't you? I don't understand. Are these turned up loud enough? So if you like goodies, let me know. I have to rebuild you. It's not easy. It's a pain in the ass sometimes too. But again, we got to work our tails off. I trained Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW, he became a Spearman years ago. So what is your goal? From there, you take the calendar, you break it down to how many working days are left of this year. And I'm online 6 days a week. Ultimate goal, I get to help you. So let's take credit, loan, and money. Here's the thing. All right, you had some money. You probably kind of spend it, kind of waste it, kind of piss it away, and now you're broke the next day. Let's understand. If we take $100,000 of cash or off a credit card that uses a checkbook, we put it right back in the bank, and we reference 3 times 5. They'll give you up to $1.5 million of borrowed money. You buy a franchise, you buy an apartment complex, you build financial freedom. This is called residual income. $100,000 of credit today, 4 steps. If you allow me to add you, corporate division, to my dashboard on a card, as I build you up and away, I'm going to build you credit almost out of nothing, and then I'm going to ask for separate billing. That way your corporate divisions will have credit as well. From there, maybe you're going to do a Section 8 property. But again, you can do basically real estate property, have someone else manage it for you. Section 8 always gets paid, even during a pandemic. What does this do? Residual income. What is our goal? Look in the mirror today. Look in the mirror for about 5 minutes. Ask yourself what you did yesterday to get towards the $1 million dream. Okay, maybe you need to repo list, sell, supply, and vendor credit. Corporation should have cash credit up to $1 million. Each division, checkbook money, and supply and vendor credit too. You're gonna have to work your tail off, and I'll help you too as well. By the time you turn around, you have about a $10 million company. But the goal is very simple today. All right, the biggest problem we still have is you. Please don't think, just do. Making you a money making machine is not easy. 100,000 to 1 million supply and vendor credit. You don't pay a bill within 90 days. I call it OPM money. Dun & Bradstreet, I wrote the rules for that too. Selling things on Amazon and eBay. You can start doing that today, making money. So if you're not in a program today, take a picture of this, click. This gives you a phone call with me privately. 90 days of level 1, 2, and specialty classes. Pick what you want and based on your investment. That's how much bonus credit I will build you. Ultimate goal. Next from there, if you wanted to increase what you have for your client, for clients only, 10,000 is $499. All right, 25,000 is $999. This is again, is a Zelle only if you're a current customer only. From here, it's a Zelle. Take a picture of Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com, or bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Ultimate go. If you need to call the office during the program, 800-254-9506. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? All right, I like collecting goodies, and these are just a couple things I obtained because I think I should show you some real goodies that I obtained. Now, me, I just basically do what they tell me I can't do. There's me with the highest kick and the fastest kick on planet Earth in 1981. Every time I hear some idiot say white man can't jump, that's funny. I'm the one that holds the world record. From there, I kicked at the lights at night. No matter where you come from, you can always accomplish your goal. The only thing that happens to be in your way is probably you. My first car was a Quintos Lamborghini. I drove at Orange Coast College when I was 14 and a half. What did you drive? See, I don't hear no. No means that they don't know how, so I say thank you, I walk away, and I find a way anyway. I look behind the curtain. 1,000 steps to millionaire. You're going to have to do your part and follow through every step of the way. Now, the big zero. What happened with your family? Did anybody leave you a legacy? I'm sorry, but what happens, I think they're doing it wrong anyway. A corporation lives forever. If you're going to work your tail off for that corp, why don't you leave it for a family member to take it over and not just be a memory when you're dead? Well, that's just my opinion. Corporations live forever. You cannot. Let's build the right legacy. Write down basically irrevocable trust today. Write down UCC1. You see, we have to understand your house has a deed of trust. Your car has a pink slip. The assets in your home or your office can tie into a UCC1, file at county recorder's office, and classify as a chattel mortgage and tie it to the irrevocable trust. See, when I die, I know where my goodies are going to go, and I know who's going to get them. I've already lined up planning to die. So 3 things I live by. I plan on the problem, I plan to live, and I plan to die. Simple. I will build you credit up, and away more than you actually invest. Usually up to times 5 to times 10. But again, I'm the only one who does what I say I can do on this planet Earth. But you can't screw it up. Here's a corporation with entities. Your Bank of America is bankrupt 5,000 locations. They call them branch numbers. Your Chase, your U.S. Bank, your Wells Fargo, Sam's Club, Cities, and Geico. So if you can master the rules and tools, you can stop bringing the pain home. You can literally become a certified CFO, and at the same time, you can reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Using my blueprint that I started when I was 9.5 years old, because I brought in my first million at 14. We have the ability to play the game. We have the ability to win. But again, I call my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. So here's some things I want you to think about today. Get your tablet and pen, write down the 5 things you need to do. Ultimate goal is simple. Stop treading water. Stop playing it safe. A division allows you to roll the dice and not hurt the corp of the family. So number 1, we got to have a 750 score. I can build that up to that for you too. Next, your corporation with divisions. Up to $1 million of credit. We got to have checkbook money, supply and vendor credit. Did you write down the 5 things today? Those are the things you're going to need. Very simple to do. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you. You have to basically follow through on every one of these things that need to be done as you play the game to win. Because I don't want to play to lose, I want to win. These are things you definitely need, each and every one of you. So let's look and understand building the right structure. This means very simple, a corporation managing entities helps me stop bringing the pain home. I put my ducks in a row. I let me repackage you. under the same corporate umbrella. That's the goal in the first place. TV and radio show next year will be available 6 days a week. I help rich and famous people every day. But for you, what did you do for you? You probably had the kitchen table meeting with your friends and family. Hopefully someone says, what if something goes wrong? What did you actually do? You jacked up the credit, you dropped the score, you got stuck, you can't get any more, you can't write up diddly squat. By the way, you have to be responsible for what you screw up. So you can't bring the pain home again, ever again. All right, so let's understand you shouldn't have done it in the first place. So you write down today's date, you project 90 working days. The goal is simple. When I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago, page 6 says cash flow, free up your time. So let's understand today is very simple. All right, you have 12 books and 12 CDs called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. If you want a copy, they're free to you. All you have to do basically is Zelle $99. That'll cover shipping and handling for you right away. And there's your Zelle. As you do this, if you need to call the office, it's 800-254-9506. Starting a business, running a business, oh my goodness. You don't know if your friends, family around you, your suppliers, your vendors, your employees are going to knock you off the cliff. They're going to catch you, you're going to die. Hold your breath. Me, it's simple. I get up every day at 2:25. I've had to do that since I was 2.5 years old. Reality is I get up and I say, thank you, Jesus, my knees, and then I go look in the mirror. I've been putting myself in the mirror test since I was 2.5 years old. Most of you probably let your friends and family get in the way, kind of cloud your direction. Now, July 4th, 2009, 14 years ago, got 3 yachts in the backyard. I got up to millions and billions. I'm helping people 6 days a week. Wife wants to take out one of the yachts and find a group of people to watch the fireworks. Okay, no problem. Next day I die. I'm in a different place, but I hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign her POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Jesus said, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So I've been basically had to move 24 times. I'm 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice and not 6 times. I'm God's example. The reality is going to be up to you to follow through because I want to show you exactly what you can do. From there, I have a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. Being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. One of my other books is called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer, because it's like men, they won't shut up sometimes and they can't take back what they say. It's better to yell it outside, not to basically like a female too. Women are like tape recorders. So all of you should learn to bite your tongue and love longer. From there, I have another book called Fighting the Monster Within. I got another one coming out, Bullshit Doesn't Pay My Bills, because it's true. Then Fighting the Pain, all right, again as well, as we do all the things we're trying to do and fighting through the pain. So our goal is simple today. Let's get you past go, because I believe you're all stuck. Let's show you real Lamborghinis in a collection. Let's show you Duffys and mansions. White men do jump and stupid people say we don't. For more Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Dogs, yachts, and Ferraris. I call this Raise Rules. There's a couple things I obtain. If you pay attention today, we're going to basically have a blueprint called See It, Believe It, Go Get It. The ability to actually accomplish the American dream. Credit repair is a fraud, ladies and gentlemen. If you pay a credit repair company $100 plus a month for 2 years and still have shitty credit, it's on you. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, there's no magic wand. What you should do for yourself is Google section 611. And then you should understand if you have an open collection account, negotiate it. You can't be a crook and rip off your creditor. Man up, woman up, be responsible. If you want a 750, it's not hard to do. Just negotiate an open collection account. Put all your cards at 25, 29%, but 2, and let me do a rapid rescore for you. Now you'll have a 750. You could master literally what's called the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid, and build up to $1 million of cash credit to a corporation. First steps today, pretty simple to understand. Intuit Credit Karma. Intuit bought it December 3rd, 2022. Still no phone number to help you. But what happens with me, I like to analyze your credit right away. If you allow me to analyze it, I can tell you what I need you to do in your part. And I can help you get to the 750 score. You get to go to class on Saturday. I have 10 of them live, 6 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The one at 1:30 is education analyzation, and I call case numbers in rotation. So you'll hear from me live what I want you to do if it's your time for your case number to be called as well. Here's the form you didn't pay attention to. It says name to be shown on card, full name at birth other than above. It's called the SS5. Creates the SSN for 1040. You look at your Social Security card today, it's not even your card. It'll say do not carry with you, do not analyze, and don't use for ID purposes, and it belongs to Property Assessment Administration, not you. You got your SSN for your 1040 tax return. The ultimate goal when you got your first paycheck years ago, you thought the company ripped you off until they told you the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. The ability to play and you to pay attention starting today. Filing one tax return called a single filing, you'll probably almost never pay tax again. So we get one SSN, corporation gets one tax ID. They sue the corp, they sue you. If you do the division process I invented in 8586, you can build your line of defense in a corporate umbrella. That way you stop bringing the pain home and become a certified CFO. So let's repackage you under the SSN, and that way you can be a CFO for the corp and the divisions. Same time, let's look at SS4. Make sure you basically choose wisely from now on, and you become a double CFO under the same corporate umbrella. Putting your ducks in a row. Ultimate goal is what I want to do for you. So here's that SS5 form. Let's compare it to the SS4, where it says entity, corporation, division, subsidiary, like your banks and grocery stores do, or your name. If you dissect the form, it'll also say banking and credit purposes, the ultimate goal. So we're going to play the game we're going to play to win per entity. Your corporation should only do 4 things. Buffer tax, cash credit, write-off, free, all right, fully priced on a car, and the free buffet. Your division should do the rest. Line of defense, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, buy at wholesale price. All right, from there, separate liability, and that means the line of defense. That means what do? We create division process under a corporate umbrella, so don't bring pain to the corp and my family or your family too. So I'll guarantee what I say I can do, 100%. This means you have to follow through. This means you're not allowed to screw up. This means you have to be part of the program. You don't violate by jacking up cards, and you don't crash the rapid by applying and screw it up. If you do, I charge you a fee or I close your case. Very simple to do. So let's understand past can't change future. If you got a collection account, man up, woman up, be responsible, don't be a crook. IRS has a form called 656 433A and B. Step number 3 today. Simple. 750 is waiting for you. Let me analyze you. I'll show you exactly what a rapid does. Is great green lights and goes around bad stuff. 750. But you have to do what you're told to do and follow through. The ultimate goal. Nice lady. She says, why, Ray, do I have a 750? I have no bad credit. I said, why are you only using half your cards? She said, my attorney, my CPA, and my banker told me to. I said, you're listening to Dumb and Dumber. I did a rapid, got her 132 points. No green lights. I created green lights for her too. Repackaging everybody I can. So nice. Here's a bankruptcy case. They were tricked to file a bankruptcy from a bankruptcy attorney. Never file bankruptcy unless you're selling your house tomorrow or garnishing your wages as well. Until then, there's always a solution for that, in my opinion. This family has 11 collection accounts. Here's $3,000 unsecured. So if you let me rebuild you, rapid rescore, you go to class on Saturday. Our focus is 750, 999 back to you. I'm going to give you a $1,000 card to reimburse you, cash card. During the broadcast, we discount this to $499. The reality is that card becomes $500 to reimburse you as well. So again, take a picture of Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. RW, when you do a Zelle, please. From here, as we play, you can always call the office at 800-254-9506. See, here's a problem you got. You add yourself to the national mailing list because you're like me, a voter. Very simple. They sell that list 412 times a year. Maybe you got a cable bill or a corporation. Why don't you call 888-567-8688? All right, and opt out for 5 years, please. Next, I'll need you to start planning the problem. You allowed someone to rip you off, friend and family member. You loaned out some money and they didn't want to pay you back and said, I'm sorry too. All cards, remember, sticky in the back of the card called safety. We put the limit and maintain 25% always, never pass 29% ever. We never drop our score ever again. That's step number 5. You create your line of defense. All dashboards are the way I designed it years ago. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So the bottom line is that number 5 will help you with your discipline, and this stuff here gets stopped right away because this is crazy. No one needs to jack up their cards in the first place. See, what you have is all cards use the 29% rule, but 2. So the gold and the platinum cards don't do that. So again, you can balance your debt, understand how to play, as long as you maintain the payment. Lose your job, have an emergency, what do? Run out of time, you run out of money, and you can't wait to jack up your cards in 42 days. I'm sorry, that's the wrong way to do it. Again, you need money today, you need $5,000 now. Simple. When you need it, the answer is usually no. Go ask your friends, your family at the bank. If you don't need it, here you go. Here's a $5,000 card. Payment's $50 a month. The average person wastes $50 every other day. From there, they say you waste $140 a week. It's $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off a corporate credit card, I get to write off the interest rate in the credit card too. Payment is $612.26. So the average person wastes in a given month, they could have bought 2 pizza restaurants during the pandemic with some common sense. Step number 6, why men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. From now on, the only thing you can do and never screw up again will be a division process. Remember, 2 cards, 29% rule. That leaves you $71,000 of safety credit. Your goal is to protect you and your family and never bring the pain home. Have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules, step number 7. Become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. So keep in mind today, there I am dead in a coma. I wish I could have said boo, scared the hell out of him, but I couldn't do that because when you're dead, you're dead. But again, why don't you Google the address and find out I'm telling you the truth. First comma, 5.5. Jesus said, get up, I got up. Last comma, I got to die and come back and help you. See, I think the devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back, but God's delays aren't God's denials. I like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty, my way. But a corporation is a legal person that may sue or be sued. The lack of knowledge is why people make stupid things happen, and they do stupid things. So I got to give you the rules and tools. Divisions are very simple. That is a line of defense. We don't bring the pain home again under a corporate umbrella. Keep in mind, if you allow me to get the tax ID, add history, corp, division, subsidiary, we build credit reports and get cash credit. From there, checkbook money. Ultimate goal. Got to line you up for this to make you a qualified CFO. Keep in mind, usually 9 divisions up to $1 million, usually 41 up to $5 million. If you allow and understand before we go any further today, I want you to check out Secretary of State in your corporation. Ever had one too? Find your name on it. They sue it, they sue you. When they asked me to put my ducks in a row as a kid, I didn't know what they meant. Neither did they. So I created this for me, for you. When they sue the corporation, they sue you. That kind of sucks. A line of defense is a division. So if we build it right, we don't bring the pain home. This poor guy has 2 kids, and basically he needs food. Go to the church. Get off your ass set. Knock this crap off. It's simple. They'll feed you. There's food banks too. Next, you go work for your corporation. Okay? Bottom line is, let's understand something. I came out of a coma with millions and billions, and now I'm homeless. What am I going to do again? Sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. He's wearing a Rolex right there. He can go sell that. I sold mine. I got cited 3 times in Huntington Beach, literally having 12 garage sales. A corporation can build itself. There's no excuse. Now go work for yourself. It's been designed for $250 per entity. Each card asks for 9 more. $1 million. Each division get checkbook money, $2.5 million. Daisy chain credit, how we play. Each division today comes with $10,000 of credit. Very simple. So 3 divisions, $9.99 to get $10,000 of credit. 3 divisions are $29.97. During this broadcast only, you can get 3 divisions with $10,000 credit each. That's $30,000 of credit. Very simple for $19.99. All you do is Zelle, or call the office, 800-254-9506. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I only show goodies I obtained. You should have up to $1 million of credit cards and $5 million in checkbook money. That should be your goal today as I try to make you a money-making machine. 100,000 to 1 million supply and vendor credit, OPM money. Dun & Bradstreet, sell things on Amazon and eBay. Simple to do. If I rebuild you here, it's not easy. You've got to follow through and do what you're told to do. Over here, we get you a card like you see on the commercial, Unlimited Spark, times 9. B of A times 9. Wells Fargo times 9. Incon times 9. Gold times 9. Here's 5 cards up to $5 million. Now we got to focus on the other 5 cards and checkbook money. Banks will give you up to $150 unsecured, as long as you have a business for 2 years. Here's my 5 favorite ones. There's other ones as well. So again, that's per entity. So you can build up to $5.4 million of checkbook money. But they want a 2-year corporation. If you don't have one, all right, simple, wait till next year or call the office because they have 1 or 2 left for $9.99. If you did it during the broadcast and you Zelled it, it's $4.99. Only if you Zelled it. If you're not, then you just pay $9.99. There's your Zelle. There's the office phone number, 800-254-9506. So I got specialty classes during Saturday's 10 classes. Every Saturday is 8:30 in the morning. This weekend it's leveraging money at 8:30 in the morning for you too. Leveraging is basically $4.99 each class or $9.99 for 90 days. The ultimate goal. This crap has to stop. I'm sorry. Because there's no reason to jack up cards, knowing that the gold and platinum cards don't affect your score ever again. And all you have to do is understand and maintain the payment. So once you get to the 750, you don't have to mess it up again. Now, all applications require a certified CFO. So your goal is to learn that borrow money is not taxable, buy your lifetime income, stop bringing the pain home. Very simple, raise rules. All right, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. So if I give you a check for $1 million today, what would you do? You basically put in your account, you get to keep $375. I would have referenced it 3 times 5 and created 15 million. Simple. Put it in the corporation, pay all the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. Winning the battle. Step 8. The United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 states called corporations called states. States got cities. They created Chapter 9 bankruptcy in the Federal Protection Act. So you could do the same thing, long as you have no intent to do fraud. Step number 9 today. Look up bankruptcy, please. The next time blank is found, is it SSN or SS4? Make a decision, choose wisely, please. Let me add you to my credit system. Build you up to $1 million. But you got to go to class, not following you on. You got to follow through and not screw anything up. Starter package. National average from the corporation this morning through attorney CPA is about $5,000. I don't know why. They're free in all 50 states and a filing fee. From there, an incorporating service about $2,000. How about we rebuild your credit rapid score? We give the articles of this tax ID free if you don't have them, and set up in level 1. Okay, and we charge you $999, and I give you $5,000 of cash credit back to you. How about we do that? We basically analyze, add history, and start popping credit as soon as possible. And that's what you get during the webinar with me. And that is the Zelle only. If you want to call the office, 800-254-9506. They're going to charge a little bit more. Beat your doubt, run your race, kind of like get out of my way, let me rebuild you. Simple, getting past go. I like the goodies. You like the goodies yet? I would like you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or mail an address for more privacy. Step 12. Let's look at your car today. The one you allowed that dealership to sweat you for 3 to 5 hours. Lose about 20,000 and then get about up to 9 inquiries. That's not how you buy a car, by the way. A car should be fleet price tax ID division. That way it's a corporate car. You'll learn to be a CFO. We play. Now, when you get a house, don't put 2 people on the loan. That's kind of silly and dumb. Because what happens, you credit loan to value for 2 people? No. The next thing we have to understand is no value of 2 people. And the bottom line is you only want 1 name on there. Car shouldn't even be your car. But if you lose the house and car, don't worry. Now you'll have shitty credit. The creditor will report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Or you get an IRS problem, now you have double shitty credit. Sorry, it's just true. Registered owner should be a division of a corporation. So as we play the game, step 14, planning the problem. Next, what you have to think about is being in basically putting every property you ever get as a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and kind of screw you up. Your house payment offsets your taxes on your paycheck. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they do that? They know how to play. It's very simple. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter with a line of credit in front of everybody within 24 hours. I think he's truly dumb, to be honest with you. And he's going to basically go into the ring with Mark. Okay, whoever wins, I like to fight them both and kick the crap out of both of them just for the fun of it. All right, I got 12 national kickboxing titles. Let's see if they can handle the fastest foot on the planet, me. He's got a spaceship. So do the other 2 guys too. You could win the battle and join the club if you want to. Step 15, run your life through a corporation in conjunction. Simple to do. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Your paycheck's taxable income. That means you get the leftover and you pay the car payment, the gas, registration, insurance. I think I'd yell no right now. Start driving a company car like I do, step 17. Why don't you get a hold of an SS4 today, irs.gov. Once you find out it says banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck or a sheep. You didn't know any better, so you followed ducks and sheep and did duck and sheep. Now understand today, mama, she delivered a baby within 2 hours because Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. She's basically been handed an SS5 form for an SSN for the baby. Baby goes home and takes a nap. See, you understand something today. Rules and tools. You buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. You don't have it into a trust. They see it, they just take it away. Next from there is basically when you die, your family got stuck in probate. That's called diddly squat. You fix up a program and you fix up a contractor, fix up a house. What do? They hire a subcontractor to stand outside Home Depot. When they slip and fall and cut corners, they sue you and screw you up too. My way, they get diddly squat. I like my way, don't you? Look up the irrevocable trust today, please. Okay, step 19, stop bringing the pain home. Now, if you're one of those tax protesters, you haven't paid tax, all right, go to prison like Wesley Snipes, because you don't deserve this. You've got to quit being a crook. He went for 3 years and $5 million fine. So let's play form. The IRS has a form called 656, 433A and B. So today, step 20. So learn to be an OPM. Save money, you'll pay a bill up to 90 days, get $200,000 from escrow, leverage it to $15 million. Borrow money's not taxed, so you cut your line of defense. By the way, that's called step 21, called blackjack. So we get to learn to play. That's all we got to do. So let's understand something today. There's my location before I died in that coma in 2009. 22,000 square foot building. All right, they stole my life. What am I going to do? Go home and go boohoo like most of you? Hell no. What did I do? I took out my blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions. And I built another $1 million of credit again. Why would I stay down? I don't understand why you stay down today too. Step 22. 1,000 steps to millionaire. Being the certified CFO. Don't have a copy of the Millionaire's Founders Kit? Let us know. You can sell over $99 today. We will ship the 12 books and CDs to you right away. There's your Zelle. From there, you can always call the office at 800-254-9506. I'm online 6 days a week, live. You can play with me and I hold your hand. Credit, loan, and money. Financial freedom, start thinking about building residual income up to $50,000 a month. Free money. All I know is 50,000 is up to like $650 a month. We can build literally $40,000 a month income. We could start doing 22 to 75,000. As long as you start being an investor, about 10% I build you up. Again, 16 ways to become an investor. Think about using 10% and start taking this seriously. It's the only way you're going to win, by building residual income again. You see, the biggest problem we got is still you. Don't think, just do. So the bottom line is, how do we build residual income? Maybe hedge funds, real estate, franchise, storage unit. You got to start one day at a time. Rebuild it. So that 100,000 today, 4 steps. I add you, corporate division, to it. Get you build up, do separate billing, and you get your own card. Normally that's $10,000. All right, 10%. Today, during this broadcast, it is $39.99 if it was done right away by Zelle only. Up and away. You call the office, they'll charge you $10,000. So you got Zelle or 800-254-9506. Not in the program? Click. How about a private call? Level 1, 2, and 3 specialty classes. Based on your investment, we'll give you bonus cash credit. If you're a client, you want 10,000 added to a package, it's $499. If you're a client, you want 25,000 today, it's $999 through me only. It is Zelle only and not through the office at all. From there, you can always call and pay a little more. 800-254-9506. Corporation's a legal person. Divisions are line of defense. So I can roll the dice without hurting the corporate of my family. 9 divisions is up to $1 million. 41 is up to $5 million. The divisions today are coming with $10,000 cash credit. So each one is $999. If you got 3, it's basically $29.97. Today you can get 3 for $19.99 with $30,000 of credit. If it is a Zelle only, during the broadcast only as well. From there, the ultimate goal, call the office. They'll charge you the normal price. What are you willing to lose? Family, corporate division. You see, when we play chess the way I designed this, we both win. We both get checkmate. The ultimate goal, step 23. So understand, think to be the impossible, reach in the dream, raise rules, millionaires, divisions, corporate, training people to be a certified CFO. Ultimate goal, from there, understand joint credit's just in the way. You buy a house today, it's escrow, closed, homestead, trust. Corporation, don't spend thousands for it. It's free in all 50 states. You pay a little filing fee. Your corporation will need divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, and line of defense. I give bonus cash credit. The only one that does this on planet Earth. All right, up to times 10. You can write it all off and take away excuses today too. That's step 24. From there, if all you want me to do is rebuild you, it's simple. The 750 is waiting for you. What do? Analyze, rapid rescore. From there, we rebuild you, go to class. You don't basically fall in your white, we target 750. But keep in mind, you can't screw this up. If you do, take responsibility for you. $999, $1,000 card back to you during the broadcast. We discount it to $499 only, and the card becomes $500. Ultimate goal. So if I repackage you like a corporate package, rebuild, rapid, articles are free for you, unless you have them already. Basically, we'll give them to you too. Set up on level 1, Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. $999, and give you up to $5,000 cash credit, 5 times your investment. Kind of like being better than Vegas. Analyze your ad history, start popping credit as soon as possible. Keeping that and follow through. The ultimate goal is during this broadcast, that discount and everything else, as long as it's a Zelle. You can always call the office and ask the questions too. So rebuilding you, build you credit and you give referrals, or I'll give you back 10%. But keep in mind, very simple today, all right, if you basically have a referral, they have to say your name when they sign up. If they don't, they blew it for you. That's why I always say, give me their phone number and their name to my email too. So there's the corporation with entities. Your banks have bankrupt locations, Sam's Club, Geico, cities. So if we learn to play, we can learn to win and stop bringing the pain home again. Be the certified CFO, reprogram your brain to millionaire status. So we look behind the curtain, we stop bringing the pain home. The ultimate goal, stay safe, stay strong. We do our best, Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So whatever I offered today, Zelle, for deposit in the bank right away. If you need to call the office at 800-254-9506, we're probably going to charge you just a little bit more too. So the ultimate goal is we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.